What's up, people? It's your girl Adeola. Oh my god, who would have thought that the US election would be like that of an African election? Days after the election, we still didn't know the winner. That is something that normally happens in Africa. You know, I guess we're not that bad. We should give ourselves more credit. Although, to be fair, the main reason that the election counting took so long in the US was because a record number of people did the mail-in vote this year. As you guys know, the US has been practicing mail-in voting since like 1864 during the time of Abraham Lincoln. I actually think it's before that. For any reason you can make it on election day, you could post your vote. Like if you live abroad or if you won't have that day off at work. It's mostly soldiers on deployment overseas that would use it. But this year, so many people mailed in their vote because of COVID-19. So as you guys know, America was badly hit by COVID-19 with more than 230,000 people dead. And we still have so many cases of COVID-19. So that's why millions of people decided to mail in their votes this year so that they won't have to mix with a huge crowd on election day. But the mailed in votes had to be entered into the computer one by one, so that's what took so long. Most of Trump's supporters voted physically because for months prior to the election, Trump had been discrediting the mail-in vote, and he kept telling his supporters to come out on election day to come and vote instead of mailing in their votes. So I'm explaining all this because of those wondering why it took so long to count the election here in America. And that's why Trump's number was stagnant for some time. It's because after counting the people who showed up physically on election day, it was after that they started counting the mailed-in votes. And because Trump told his supporters to vote physically, most of those who mailed in their votes voted for Biden. However, one thing that we can still learn from the US election was the transparency and how the records were made public. I mean, anybody in the world could Google US election results and see it online. Unlike Nigeria, for example, no offense to my Nigerian people, normally we will have INEC sitting on the high table and then journalists and election officials sitting in the audience, and they will literally be announcing the number of votes from each ward. That thing is so annoying. APC 30,355, PDP 72,999, Kowa Party 7,400. Seriously, and then some of the officials will be asking for more lights so that they could see. That is very, very annoying. Hopefully we can go beyond that. Going forward, let us go digital. We have the capacity to go digital. It's time for Nigerians outside of Nigeria to be allowed to vote. Allow us to vote. In any case, by the night of the election day, Trump had declared himself winner, saying that they were trying to rig the election.
We were getting ready to win this election. Frankly, we did win this election. This is a major fraud in our nation. We want the law to be used in a proper manner.
Okay, so the shocking thing for me was him saying that they should stop counting votes.
We want all voting to stop. We don't want them to find any ballots at 4 o'clock in the morning and add them to the list.
Okay, that is like what an African president would say, you know. I never thought an American president would say something like that. Mail-in vote is something that America has been doing since 1864, like I said, and there was never an issue. So I don't think that it's fair to not count people's votes just because they mailed it in. So unfortunately, the electoral body kept counting, or should I say fortunately. In fact, by the next day, there were protests. People saying that they should stop counting votes, and other people saying that they must count all votes. Wow. The interesting thing to me was seeing Trump's spiritual advisor, that is Pastor Polawaija. Welcome to this program. The woman was praying that angels from Africa should come to America to help Trump win the election.
Victory, 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 victory. For angels have even been dispatched from Africa right now. Africa right now. Africa right now. From Africa right now. They're coming here. They're coming here. In the name of Jesus, from South America, they're coming here.
Wow. I mean, wow. So prior to this, I had no idea that angels reside on earth, especially in Africa. Being that they're spiritual beings, I thought they come from God, but hey, what do I know? But on a serious note though, this looks selfish to me. Africa is dealing with so much already. Why would you take our angels? Seriously? In any case, I'm not sure African angels were thrilled. What is this? Are you out of your mind? Are you trying to say that these are African angels? Seriously, we don't make fun of spiritual things on this show. Where are you coming from? You are carnal minded. This is why I don't like you. You are too carnal minded. Anyway, change the picture. Of course, Trump is not finding it funny. I feel especially bad for some of my African people who were supporting Trump. I'm sure that you have your reasons, which are valid. And you know, I've been trying to dialogue with people about their beliefs on this US election. I actually shared 2 videos on my Instagram page. One of them explaining why a lot of white Christians in America would vote a particular party and why majority of black Christians in America would vote for the other party. That video was made by Phil Vischer, the author of VeggieTales. That's an amazing Christian-based cartoon that helps children understand the Bible better. So this is coming from a Christian perspective. In any case, I don't know if I should say that I feel bad for some of my Nigerian people who were supporting Trump, especially because I know that one particular church marched for him, and so many Nigerians on Instagram and on Facebook and on Twitter have, you know, professed their support for Trump, not just as a politician, but they were coming from a spiritual angle, and I wanted to talk a little bit about that. So I want to say that I'm sorry that Trump didn't win the election, and I'm not here to make fun of anybody's belief. I'm sure you have your reasons and they are valid. So, but you know, in response to that, I actually posted 2 videos on my Instagram page. The second video that I shared on my Instagram is the whole debate on abortion in America and how that relates to the candidates or not. I promise you, if you're open-minded to watch these videos, they are on my Instagram page. I'll put the link in the description below. You may learn a thing or two and get to understand why some of the teachings of some Nigerian pastors about this election and about Trump may be misleading. I'm not saying that they are wrong. I can never say that. In any case, congratulations to Biden. We'll be watching him on our Plasma TV, although we don't talk about American politics on this show just because we have more than enough on our plate. But we do whenever we need to. So, but before I end this, huge shout out to the Africans that participated in this US election. 2 of them won. Esther Agbaje won Minnesota House of Reps ticket with 74% of the votes, and Oye Owalewa is now the first Nigerian American to be elected into the US Congress by 82% of the votes. Congratulations to both of them. We're very proud of them and we're expecting great things from them. We'll keep them on our Plasma TV as well. You guys not doing much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. I like to give a huge shout out to a viewer in Germany, Dr. Grace Itunoluwa Bakare, formerly Miss Akinwande, on getting her Ph.D. Madam, you have done well. She has no idea that she will be on this show, by the way. I got an email from her husband who told me how amazing his wife is. She has always wanted to get her PhD in mathematics, but after having 2 kids, she almost gave up on that dream, but she decided to apply to a school in Germany and she was accepted. So the whole family moved to Germany 4 years ago and she did her PhD, and she did it despite raising 2 kids. And the husband talked about the challenges of being black where they live. In his email, he said to me that it is not so common around here for blacks to make such significant impact, and a black woman, a wife, a mother for that matter. I was like, wow, congratulations, madam. We're so proud of you. Congratulations to the entire family, and of course to her husband, my brother. You is amazing. We need more men like you, men who are happy to support their wives' dreams. Ooh, father, including leaving the country to be with her while she pursued her dreams. We appreciate you, my brother. Thank you so much, and thank you for letting me know about this. Congratulations. You guys not know much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. Moving on to Ivory Coast, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God. Ouattara has been declared the winner of the election for the 3rd time. Once again, we have an African president who's not willing to leave after the 2nd term.
More than 94% of the vote, with a turnout of more than 50%, Ouattara will certainly be viewing this as a crushing victory.
The Ivorian constitution only allows 2 terms. And as the election was close, he kept saying that he wasn't going to run. He had his candidates. The candidates died. But at the last minute, he decided to run. There has been a series of protests, of course, about this in Ivory Coast, which he sent out security forces to quench. Many people believe that at least a dozen people were killed, even before the election, just so he could run. And on the election day, do you know that at least 9 people were killed by the police?
The government said it deployed at least 35,000 security personnel across the country for the vote. At least 9 people were killed in fighting between political supporters and security forces on election day, according to local authorities.
Wow. 35,000 security forces on the street because of an election? In any case, he's been declared the winner. Meanwhile, the opposition decided to set up their own parallel transition government, so he's been arresting opposition members. You know what baffles me is the security forces in Africa who remain loyal to dictators. I don't understand it. Killing your fellow citizens for someone that doesn't care about you? Why do people do that? As it is now, about 3,000 Ivorians have fled to other countries. They're afraid that things may get worse. So if you think that you're not bothered or you're not concerned by what's happening in Ivory Coast, when people become refugees, they go to other countries so that they could avoid war. So we definitely have to care about what's happening in other countries as well. We'll keep you guys posted on the situation in Ivory Coast. You guys not doing much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. Before I leave, I want you guys to know that SendWave has upgraded their app. So if you're yet to, please search for SendWave. If you already installed the app on your phone, make sure that you upgrade it so you can see the new features. It looks way better. Like, you go straight to the point as soon as you open the app. It's even easier. You see all your transactions and everything. You can just select the country you're sending the money to. It's more efficient and it's more beautiful. So make sure that you upgrade your SendWave app. And if you're yet to download SendWave, I don't know what you're waiting for. I've talked about them so many times on this show. That's the only app that I know that allows you to send money from the US, the UK, Spain, Italy, Germany, to Nigeria, Ghana, Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda, and Liberia. On top of that, you don't pay anything for transaction fees, except you're sending to Liberia because you're sending dollar to dollar. That's the only time that you pay transaction fees, and they charge the least transaction fees. And if you're just downloading it for the first time, don't forget to use Manimadola as promo code so that they can add $5 to whatever you're sending to your loved ones. Oh shit. So make sure that you update your app. But not just that, if you're sending money to Ghana, now you can send to people's bank account directly. As in, you don't need to do anything. You can just select the option for them to deposit the money into the person's bank account directly. So make sure that you download SendWave. Alright y'all, it's been real and I'm keeping it right up in here. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And if you're yet to subscribe to my channel, please make sure that you do that. Until next time, I will see you all later. Peace out.